Okay, by now, if you have any sliver of independent thinking, independent thought, the media is not in your head like most people. You should know that this Gucci is not the Gucci that we know. So now the question is, what's their overarching purpose for this? You know, it's not as simple as it seems. These things coincide with mind control and controlling the human, the subconscious, I'll say. Usually this all pertains to politics, sports, and music. Those things really drive the culture here. So when you look at these Snapchats, you gotta ask yourself, what is it subconsciously communicating here? What I see, and what the media's been saying, like XXL Mag and Fader, they're implying that Gucci's putting on his white voice. So what I'm saying here is, this is one of their divide and conquer tactics. Basically, subconsciously communicating, that's how a white person talks. And just to emphasize the divide here, they want us to believe that there's a difference between black speech pattern and white speech pattern. They're actually saying Fader, Mag, XXL, all them, they're actually confirming that Gucci has changed, and changed for the better. Now, equate change for the better with talking like a white person. And you can see how that can mess with people's minds inside. Especially because we know as Gucci Mane as the king of trap music, and trap music is the king of hip-hop right now. Hip-hop is a euphemism for the new religion, said Kanye West. It's which can be a satanic line, but we'll get into that. It drives the culture. And so Gucci's the king of black people. I'm not black, but the hip hop community, they want us to believe it's racial specific, and we were all waiting for this moment to see Gucci get out. And I think all the drawback on here is we're expecting much more, and now we're just getting, it's a fucking joke, dude. People are justifying it to themselves that he's trolling us. Like he did have in the Cold War, Great Britain, in the song Burner, he put on this white voice, but it was in a much like subtle way, and it made more sense. The point is, he's made that voice before. That doesn't necessarily mean he's trolling us, given that, look, I think the smoking gun here is the Manchini lawn. I'm not even gonna get into the gematria on this video, but just look at what his outfits are communicating. Right, he walks in with the number 2. Think of Thing 1 and Thing 2 from Cat in the Hat. 2 versions of the same. That's implying he's the second version. You say, okay, that's a coincidence. So as he gets on stage, he actually starts rapping. There's a moment where everything kind of gets quiet. He has the whole stage. Now he says, "What's happening? What's happening? Guap's here." Guap is his alias. I'll get into that. It's in his songs. Think of Guwop Snap. Guwop is his alias. So he's saying what's happening. If Gucci was truly changed for the better and he got educated, I think he would tell us what prison did for him in that moment, right? Because he knows all his fans are watching. He'd tell us how he's doing. We don't even know how he's doing. He'd like give us inspiration or something. Just something different. This is like, he's acting like some dude who like listened to all his music and he's just trying to be like Gucci by walking around saying all his ad libs but we all know Gucci put on this facade that he was retarded, he was stupid, but we all knew in his persona communicated that like what you say, like just because you're fucking talking hood doesn't mean you can't bring out the truth. I think that's how trap music, the genre, it's racially divisive itself. Because those that are woke, those that have good music taste, we know that all the fuck bitches get money, hustle hard, all that type of shit. That's just, it's adding to the energy that the music already has a lot of, like the trap beats. Gucci Mane, his music, man, people would ride up to school and that, like bumping that, and like it was the music of the culture, and so it'd play on prom night kind of shit. It wouldn't be at the prom, it'd be at the after party. Meanwhile, at prom, you got like Katy Perry and all that shit. But that's how we all came together under Gucci, because he brought out that energy. Alright, now I'm talking about Gucci's music, but just know that if you would come in as an outsider and play a Gucci Mane song, like think of like an old person, they love to obsess on lyrics, Why has he gotta cuss? Why has he gotta do this and that? Well, it's for the energy. So, yeah, he still can inspire people with that. Tons of songs like that. And sometimes the feeling is all you need. Not necessarily, it's not in the lyrics, it's the feeling. And that Gucci, I'm not getting that in the first day out. That's like a struggle rapper kind of shit. Literally like rhyming the last word. AABBCCDD rhyme scheme. Whereas original Gucci, he had that flow where it seemed like he was rhyming like every 2 words. It kind of like okay. Anyway, you all know what I mean like that. I already know. So back to the mansion thing. Right, he walks in with his Instagram hoe, making girls believe that if they're an Instagram hoe, that they can get a guy like Gucci. So he walks in with the 2. Now he changes his clothes to a sweater. I guess rappers do. They wear like 2 outfits in one night. But I saw that shit and it was red, white, and black. Now, if you don't know about the occult or the Masons, that red, white, and black is plastered all over the Masons. You'll see it. It's said red, white, and black. It's said to attract negative spirits, negative energy. It was This goes back to like alchemy. You can do that research on your own. But it's funny when you see his new chains. This kind of bothers me. Like, this is why like I stay making research on this. So, you know, he's making it cool to put like 6 crosses on him, like excessive. Like each cross isn't enough. Like, just look at his fucking devil horns on his first day out cover, and also his Gucci Mane and Friends like poster. So with that demonic shirt he's wearing, a bunch of fucking crosses. You know, Biggie Smalls with his Jesus piece, he only wore that one at a time. You know, because one is all you need when you're wearing a cross. And just to say that more, look at his Snapchats, and look how at one time they had all the jewelry laid out. It seems like all his... Where's the fucking ice cream cone chain? Where's the Bart Simpson? That's what we want. But they have an agenda here. Anti-religion agenda. Anti-peace. They want to start a race war. So he has all the crosses laid out, oftentimes sideways, oftentimes upside down by the way the camera is. And she's like, Gucci, pick up your shit. Like, shit. Pick up your shit. Bunch of holy crosses, pick up your shit. And Ox Hotspot just posted a new video on Snapchat. I don't have that shit, but I saw it, and they're focusing on all his chains right here. And so he's like, I don't even know what the fuck he said, but I know he said shit right when he literally holding up. He says, "Look at this shit" or whatever, something like that. Look at this shit, and then he says, "God damn, look at this." Like, is that educated? Is that changed for you? He's definitely changed, not for the better. I don't even know what to fucking say, man. So, I'll get into the gematria. I found a lot of shit. I don't want to... You know, I feel like people would get lost in that if I brought that up. But I'm just telling you guys. Alright, wait on that new video.